Okay, now this lesson we got to introduce niyanaan and kiyanaan. So niyanaan and kiyanaan, I think you already have some idea of this, but basically it's the two plurals. Niyanaan means us, and kiyanaan means us. And that's as close as you can translate it in English. To get more precise, Cree and Michif make a distinction between what's called an inclusive and an exclusive plural. So an inclusive plural is one that includes both the speaker and the person the speaker is talking to, both the speaker and the listener. So when I say us, it's sort of like looking to somebody and say, hey, what are we up to today? What are our plans for today? And and the idea is that it includes both me and the person I'm talking to. The exclusive plural would be when you use it as a contrastive between us and you, the person you're talking to. For example, I could say, well, we, speaking of myself, my brother and sister, we are from Hazelton. Where are you from? So if one group of people is talking to another group of people, niyanaan o tausche, kiawao de usche. So you could say that niyanaan includes everybody that kiawao doesn't. It's us. Now, niyanaan and kiyanaan, in some respects, are quite straightforward in how you use them within the language. For example, I'll start with apiu. He sits. Nitapenan, dapenan. That in the nan ending for the. Okay, let's start with animate intransitive. Dapin, I'm sitting down. Dapenan, I'm sitting down. We are sitting down. Kitapenan, all of us, inclusive, are sitting down. Datoshkan, I'm working. Datoshkenan or Datoshkanan is we are working. Datoshkanan. And so remember how we had that those a verbs like atoshkeo, datoshkan, how the final vowel was different? Well, with kiyanaan and niyanaan, the vowel stays the same as kia and niya. So kitatoshkan, datoshkan, kitatoshkanan, datoshkanan. And those are the corresponding plurals. Now, that's pretty straightforward. Let's see any other examples. Pimbahtao, you're running, he's running. So pimbahtanan, kipimbahtanan, us, all of us inclusive, are running. Or bimbahtanan, bimbahtanan. Remember that's ni before a p often just changes it to a b in general. Bib or mb, sort of what it sounds like. Bimbahtanan, bimbahtanan, bimbahtanan. All of us, not you, are running. Okay, now for the VTI verbs like nishtochten. Well, again, it's real straightforward. Knishtohtenan. You guys, all of us, including you, understand. Or nishtohtenan. Us, niyanaan, not you, understand. Nishtohtenan. Knishtohtenan. Do we understand? Knishtohtenan chi. Alright, do we all understand? Or I could say, if the teacher's talking and say, do you guys understand? Well, I would say, well, nishtohtenan kekwa itwe ennete. We understand what you're saying, teacher, over there, what you're standing there. Maybe I wouldn't even say it like that. Well, we understand that we understand what you're saying. Okay. Now, conjunct. Okay, well, I'll do the conjunct all at once. Okay, the TA verbs are also fairly similar. So you'd have, remember how we had, the VTA verbs are actually more similar to the VAI and VTI verbs than they are to like kiawao and niya and kia. So you'd say, okay, wapamao, nuapamao as I see him. I want to say we see him. I would say nuapamanan, nuapamanan. So it's actually almost the exact same endings as a lot of other ones, except nan is the whole ending, right? That initial is part of the ending, whereas in datoshka nan, that of the nan is part of the end of the root. So it's different. It's important to remember that distinction. So nuapama nan, we see him or her. Kiwapama nan is again, we see him or her. Now, if you want to make that plural, like we see them, you just add ak to the end. Like kiwapama nak, kiwapama nak is we. Nuapama nak is we see them. Giwapama nak ne teka toshke chik. We saw them over there that were working. Giwapama nak e toshke chik. We saw them working over there. Oh, we saw them working. Or kikishkemana nak. We know those guys. Kishkemana nak ogilizom. We know these guys. These men here. Ogilizom. Okay. Now the conjunct. The conjunct for all of these sets is fairly similar. And I don't think you really covered all of these endings before either. So I'll start with VAI verbs. Okay, so we have atoshkeo, ktatoshkanan, and then the conjunct would be chiatoshkeyak. Now, let me take a step back. Okay, the conjuncts for niyanaan and kiyanaan are basically built off of the conjuncts for niya and kiya. Right? So remember the different conjuncts for niya and kiya. Chiatoshkeyan with a long vowel, chiatoshkeyan is the conjunct for niya. The conjunct for niyanaan is chiatoshkeyak. And you basically add a K to the end of the yan, and the N changes to an H, and you end up with chiatoshkeyak, and that's niyanaan. Niyanaan anosh chiatoshkeyak. Well, for us, we've got to work. Niyanaan maaga anosh chiatoshkeyak. Kiwa okegoi. As for us, we have to work today. What about you guys? Or the boss would say, all right, guys, today we are going to build a house. And that's a VAIT verb. Well, actually, we have how is that word? There's actually a Michif word that just means to build a house. Shagai. I don't remember if it's a VTI verb or a VAIT verb, so I'll just leave it alone for now. Anyways, today we are going to work. Now, kiyanaan, remember, it's built off of kiya. And in kiya, the conjunct for atoshke is atoshke yen. Now, I don't know if I explained this before, but atoshke yen, in some dialects of Korea it's yen, but you would say that historically it used to be yan. Basically just a short A vowel, yan. And you'll find that in the same way that nishtoten, kinishtoten, chinishtotaman, that's a short A vowel. Well, the yan also used to be a short A vowel, except now it's yen. It's changed to an E through use over time. But in the conjunct, it's still a short A vowel, and you add the K to the end, and you end up with chiatoshkeyak. Chiatoshkeyak. So it'd be all of us are supposed to work today. Chiatoshkeyak kanoch. Chipodemoshtayak ekwanamanoch. We're supposed to finish this today. Now, I'll just say this. I often don't hear a difference between niyanaan and kiyanaan in the conjunct. People say chiatoshkeyak or chiatoshkeyak. Like, the difference is so subtle, and I'm not even sure all speakers always make a distinction between those two in the conjunct. So just remember that. I'm still, I ask people both ways, and I remember at least the time when I was asking it, I couldn't hear a difference sometimes. So although theoretically there should always be a long vowel and a short vowel distinction between like niyanaan chiatoshkeyak and kiyanaan Chitoshke yak. I can't always hear it, so I'm not sure if it's always there. Though I do think it is there. Okay. Let's see what comes next. Okay. Kuapa min. Okay. Now, the next one is the 2-1 set. And again, this will be a whole different set of exercises. You'll have to work on this. And this is, again, something you'll have to just work at, and try and find examples to use, and just all over the place if you're ever going to get it. So, kagawa min is you'll see me. Kagawa minan is you guys will see me. Is kiyanaan. Wait. Let me think about this for a second here. Kagawa minan. No, I don't think you guys. Well, okay, you know what? I'm just going to stop here, and I'm going to have to think about this for a while. Some of these things I never use them, so then I get a little confused.